Capricorn, welcome back to Spiritual Influential Tarot. This is your weekly general reading for your sun, moon, and rising for the first week of June. Please take what resonates with you and allow the other Capricorn to receive the rest, please. With that being said, Spirit, 7 cards for Capricorn, please. Wow. We are starting off with the World card, Capricorn. Following the 7 of Swords, followed by the 9 of Swords, followed by the 6 of Pentacles, followed by the 10 of Wands, followed by the followed by the Queen of Wands, followed by the King of Wands. Wow. Let's get one card from your oracle for wisdom and knowledge. One card from your angel numbers, and one card for the Spirit to bring you comfort on this journey, Capricorn. So Capricorn, here, the oracle, this part is coming from your higher self. It says emotions are running high. You have a super moon. Emotions are running high. So we'll start off with that. And I see that emotions are definitely running high. We have here the first card starting off is the World card. Allow me to please cover this card. And when this card, this is the card that is in your present self here, because in your past here, and it is completion. Okay, the World card is the last major arcana card. Okay, and the reason why I'm holding it like this is because I'm covering her nudity, as we all tarot readers have to follow certain guidelines with the cards. But when it comes to the World card, it allows me to say that you have or you're about to finally accomplish, okay, your goal, whatever goal that is that you have in your mind, or a goal or your purpose, okay? Because this right here is letting me know that you're in the right place at the right time, okay? It's letting me know that you're doing the right thing. Okay? Because it's not only upon completion, it's also about you having this higher consciousness, okay? This cosmic consciousness. And it's, when the world card comes up, it's letting me know that you are in union with the universe, okay? When the world card comes up, it's also letting me know that you have a universal understanding, okay? And I see that there is something here that you are completing, okay? And it's the reason of why your emotions are running high, because you're trying to get there. You're trying to grasp it. You're trying to have that, to open up a door that you haven't been through yet. There's a lot of spirituality going on in here on this reading, Capricorn. And it is followed here by the 7 of Swords. Now, the first thing that I always see when the 7 of Swords comes in, and it's the action that must be taken by you. You see right here in the background, that's literally a military, like a bunch of people back there that are willing to fight the war, right? They're trying to fight. And instead, he's taking all the swords because he's already learned, okay, from his mistakes. And notice he's holding the swords instead of by the handles, he's holding it at the edge. And both sides of those swords are very, very sharp. So he has to be very, very careful while he's walking away with all the swords, okay? Because this is a card that speaks about, you know, deception around you, or someone that is getting away with something. You know, and it is important, okay, to act strategically, okay? You know, have those open and honest conversations with whoever it is that you feel this way about, okay? Because things sometimes may feel suspicious, okay? But keep in mind that acting tactically, okay, can be an advantage. It's the reason of why he has all those swords quietly. He's walking away with all of them. People think that this is a theft card. No, this is him being strategic and taking all the swords away from that army back there, okay? And it's going to give you the advantage, okay, to a certain degree sometimes, okay? And I can say that there's something that is bothering you, or that you continue on thinking about. It's the reason of why your emotions are running high. Something that's in your mind that you're like, oh my God, like I have to do this, right? Or an opportunity, or, you know something, I'm going to say, it's almost like wanting to win the lottery, right? You're like wanting to win the lottery. You're playing numbers and you're like, when is this going to hit? I get so close every time, right? And you're having these kind of thoughts about it in your bed that's not allowing you to sleep very well, because you have a lot of thoughts, okay? And this is the 9 of Swords. It's like the it's like a nightmare that doesn't stop, you know. That's like, you know, like you're feeling weighed down, okay, by negative feelings, you know, fear and anxiety, and these things that are going, like trauma that you might feel from your past, and you're bringing it into your future, okay, you know. And honestly, with all due respect, Capricorn, your concerns are not as terrible as you imagine, you know, them to be, you know, because maybe you may be struggling, but it's because you're isolating yourself in a way, you know. Maybe you know, remember that one thing about the greatness about this card is that it allows me to remind you that you cannot control, you know what I'm saying, like everything, you know, in life. You know, you can't have all the control in life, you know what I'm saying? You know, you have to think about what you want responsibly, so that way you can, you know, have that understanding. I mean, I think we all as adults understand that, you know, we can't control everything, right? But the great thing about it is that the Nine of Swords always shows that you'll be working through whatever it is that you're thinking about. You see here, since there is a frame around this card, there's a frame, you know, around this card. It doesn't show the bottom of here. It's one thing that why I like, per se, cards like this, right? Cards like this, because it shows like the entire card. Well, down here, there is on his bed, or on her bed, there are two people here. One of them is striking the other, like fighting back. Like the swords here are all going this way, right? But here, this person is fighting back that person. So it's like it's letting you know that you will work through whatever it is that whatever thoughts that are keeping you up at night, you'll be working through them. Because guess what? You know, you've learned, okay, from whom to give to and who not to give to, okay? Because this is, and I can say that because it's followed by the Six of Pentacles, all right? And when the Six of Pentacles come around, here's another thing that's being covered. But for example, see in the Six of Pentacles, he knows now who to give to, you know? It's like, it's showing that you have now charity in your life, you know? It's showing now that no matter how your thoughts are running through, no matter what you think about, you will always have charity in your life, and you don't mind giving to others. But the thing is that you've learned to not to give. For example, he's giving to one person here, he's not giving to the other. And the reason is because, see here, because of the frame of the card, you don't see, but he actually has something in his pocket. Meaning like there's a, you know, like an agenda to what his thoughts are, you know what I'm saying? But the great thing about this card is that you're going to be rewarded for your hard work. Okay, this card is all about wealth and prosperity, you know, like a blessing that is coming in your direction. Okay, that you are now the one in position. You know, you're going to have this great position of understanding that you have charity in your life. Okay, and since you accept it, you know, with gratitude, okay, you know, it's going to be given to you. You know, could be even a person that just might be, it could be even a, you know, like besides a blessing, but that blessing could be also a person who's going to say to you, hey, listen, you know, here, take this, and, you know, or maybe, like I said, maybe you're playing numbers, maybe you're doing maybe you're looking for a new career, maybe you're looking some way to make new money, and guess what? It's going to happen because you are a great person, Capricorn. You know, remember that you are the GOAT, okay? You are the GOAT, okay? You are the GOAT. You are the greatest of all time. And the reason that you are the greatest of all time is because you are also the GOAT, and you basically put God over all things, you know? And because of that, you're a GOAT. You're used to going up, okay, the most tallest mountains and staying up there, okay? You know, you come down, okay, which is easy for you as well, but you come back up, okay? Now, with that being said, here is letting me know as well that you're holding a lot of things. You know, you're moving forward, right? But you're holding on to a lot of things. You know, you're trying to do it all yourself, okay? And here it's being the Six of Pentacles is being followed by the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands, it's also spirituality as well, if you think about it, okay? You know, sometimes we want to help out so much. We want to help out so many people. And we say, you know, if I can only do this, I can help out so many people, not only between your family, your friends, you know, your relationship, you know, maybe your kids, you know. And Capricorns are known, okay, to work, you know, very, very hard and just take care of everything in front of them instead of leaning back just a little bit and taking care of yourself as well. You know, sometimes we have that thing in us that allows us to put people first, you know, and sometimes we have to just lean back just a little bit and say, wait a minute, you know, I can't forget about myself as well, you know. And with it, you know, when it comes to the Ten of Wands, you know, it's like you're being burdened, you know. You have a lot of, you know, you're overloading. You have a lot of weight on your shoulders, you know, and you have a ton of responsibilities, you know, that you're trying to you know, face with you know, major challenges in your life, okay? And that's why he's grasping all of them. And if you notice, he can't see in front of him. He has all those wands and he's, you know, moving forward without even taking a glance, you know, okay? And, you know, since you're also used to going up the hill, you know, sometimes we as Capricorns, and I'm saying we because I'm a Capricorn myself, so I would know, you know, that, you know, we're so used to going uphill that we also have, you know, the uphill struggle as well, you know, and a lack, you know, we lack fun in our lives sometimes. And, you know, even though that, you know, we're spontaneous, okay, you know, in our ways, but, you know, just keep going, because what I can say is that the end is always, you know, in sight. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always in sight. You know, the thing with us Capricorns is that we are always we want that the end of that tunnel to come fast, you know, and sometimes we just need to, you know, haven't you noticed, let's per se as a Capricorn, we always say, like, you know, we always say in Spanish, lo que te pertenece nadie te lo puede quitar, meaning that what pertains to you, it can't be taken, you know. Whatever belongs to you, it shall come, you know. We always say, you know, tarde o temprano, you know. We always say, you know, whether it's late or early, you're going to get your blessing, Capricorn, you know, okay. And this is being followed here by the Queen of Wands as well, okay. And one great thing that I always say about the Queen of Wands, okay, is that, you know, she's the queen of spirituality. You know, she knows what she wants and she's going to get it, okay? And the great thing about the Queen of Wands is that, you see, there's a theory in tarot that in tarot, the black cat is supposedly bad luck, right? But not in the Queen of Wands. She's the only one with a black cat, okay? Besides the Fool that has a dog, right? Strength card has a lion, you know, right? So, the black cat, it's actually meaning, right, that what it's meaning, it's more like meaning that, no, I know I'm not supposed to have the black cat, but I want it, so I have it, okay? That's basically what it's trying to say. It's trying to let you know that what you want, okay, you will get, okay? Because it's because of your energy, okay? Capricorns have amazing energy, okay? You know, you walk in a room and people stop talking and they start glancing. You walk in a room and all of a sudden you can tell that right when you were walking in, you know, they changed their conversation because they were talking about you, you know? It's like that. You have that glow, you know, you have that glow, okay, you know? And you have that great uplifting energy, you know, that is going to always give you that blessing that you're looking for, okay? And then here, it's being followed by the King of Wands, you know? When it comes to the King of Wands, it's the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. I mean, listen, back to back, you know? You can't, let me tell you something, whatever it is that you're, and the great thing about this card, there it is, okay. I wanted to see if they showed it because of the frame that is being cut off. But you see right there, you see that little lizard, and actually it's actually a salamander is what it is, okay? And you notice he has salamanders all on his cape. That means in tarot, which is when you have salamanders, it is a protection against fire. Okay, you are being protected against the fire. Okay, spirituality is on your side, because since you are action orientated, you know, you're optimistic, you're strong. Okay, remember, Capricorn, I'm a Capricorn, so I can speak those words as well. This is not my reading, but this is a reading to all those Capricorns that it resonates with. And a lot of this resonates with myself as well, you know. But Capricorns are very independent, you know. That's the greatest thing about Capricorn, okay? And you love to own your freedom, you know. You automatically are a natural born leader, okay? This is what Capricorn is, okay? That's the reason why emotions are running high in your life right now, because you are trying to grasp something that you're opening up a door per se, all right, that you haven't been through yet. It's the way I feel about it, you know. So here, I mean, let's go into your angel numbers as well now, which is angel number 535. It says, take a step. It says, let go of old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you. Prepare to step out of your comfort zone in order to grow and expand. Okay, angel number 535. You got to take a step, Capricorn, okay? You know, don't think about it too much, okay? Now we're going into now your spiritual message here to bring you comfort on this journey, okay? It says here from the Spirit, when a door doesn't wow. I was just saying that, wasn't I? Something about, I just finished saying, you know, that you're going through a door that, you know, that you haven't been through. You see? Now let's read it. When a door doesn't open, don't waste your energy trying to make it open. It's closed for a reason. You are being redirected to something far bigger and better. Endings are part of the cycle of life. They make way for wonderful new beginnings and opportunities. Yes, I see the reason why emotions are running high. New opportunities are in your path, Capricorn. A lot of new opportunities are showing up for a lot of signs. 2026 is all about moving forward. I'll tell you that much. So Capricorn, I hope that you have enjoyed your reading. If you have subscribed, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. But if you have not, allow me to ask you to please subscribe, like, share, and turn on your post notifications so that way you don't miss out on any of your upcoming scheduled readings. And lastly, may you forever be blessed with great health, prosperity, and stability in your life, so that way the day of tomorrow you can become a bit more spiritually influential. I will see you next Wednesday. Capricorn, take care.